All right, everybody, welcome in and welcome to YouTube Live. Here I am, here you are. It is 4:30 in the afternoon on a Friday. So you're heading off into the weekend. In our business, you probably got a big day in the shop tomorrow. And I wanted to take a minute. I wanted to go live here. This is my second time live. I enjoyed doing it last time. I hope you enjoyed it based on the follower count. It seems like people enjoyed that live presentation. Subscribe. If you're digging this here on my channel, subscribe to the channel. That way you'll get a notification when I'm going to go live. You won't miss a live. You'll get all the updates and all the information every time we go live here on YouTube. But in conjunction with the World of $100,000 Hair Cutter, we're talking about helping people build and grow their business. And this is my road copy, kind of beat up, but it is my copy of $100,000 Hair Cutter. And we always start every program, class, or presentation now with today's idea from $100,000 Hair Cutter. So I threw the bookmark in. It is May 3rd, May 3, day 123 of the year with 242 days remaining in the year. And the tip of the day, along with the artwork, there it is, everybody. One blade equals two lengths. This is a cutting tip or a cutting concept. And as many of you know, I don't read them word for word direct out of the book, but the one blade, two lengths idea is the notion that any one clipper blade, or by the way, any size snap-on guard or interchangeable detachable blade, any one blade cuts more than, at least cuts two lengths. One blade, two lengths. And that has to do with the idea of cutting with or against the hair's natural growth pattern or direction. Any blade worked against the natural growth pattern or direction cuts its shorter length, and that same blade cut with the direction as opposed to against, the hair lays down a bit and we get a proportionally longer length. Not always the same degree of uniform longer length based on the density, texture, and consistency of the hair, but a longer length. So the idea of one blade, two lengths is a fading and blade manipulation technique that can be used for clipper cutters, for barbering, and for general men's hair cutting. So that's your $100,000 hair cutter tip of the week. As announced earlier this week, 2 new titles from Clipper Guy are available immediately on Amazon.com and available immediately at ivanzoot.com. Big Busy Barbershop and Big Busy Barbershop. These are the reworkings, the modern updates of my classic Get Busy book. This is the 52-week roadmap to success behind the chair. One marketing idea a day, every day, for 365 days to help you build and grow your business. Weeks 1 through 52, weeks 53 through 104. You got 2 years worth of powerful information in these 2 books. I will have them at shows coming up in that regard. Let's take a look at the calendar real quick. We've got shows coming up. We have some biggies coming up in June. Premiere Orlando, the biggest show in the country. 5 classes. I'm on a panel discussion. Booth 5883, June 1, 2, 3. BarberCon, New York City, June 9 and 10. IBS Las Vegas, June 15, 16, 17. 3 weeks in a row with big high-profile shows. We look forward to seeing you out there on the road. All right, today, what we want to talk about today is a savings concept for beauty and barber professionals. Anyone really who receives gratuities or tips as a part of their job. If you're a server in a food service establishment, if you are a valet car parker, trying to think of all the people I tip. If you're a doorman at a hotel, if you're the doorman bringing bags up to guest rooms in hotels. This is a concept for people that receive cash gratuities as part of their work. That is a basic saving concept that can have a huge impact on your savings immediately. And, as a country, Americans, I think we need to be better savers. I think we all know that. I think we've got to find ways to save in unique, different, and creative ways. And the concept I want to share with you today is called Hide Your Fives. And it's pretty simple. It's about hiding your fives, just like the phrase is, hide your fives. Every time you cross paths with a $5 bill, put it away, set it aside, hide it. That's right. And let's talk about this. Fives are not that common. If you open up your wallet right now, I had a little bit of money in my pocket today. And when I got in there, I had Yes, I'll show you. At a 10 and a 10 and 4 1s and a 5. And that's fairly typical. Only one $5 bill. 5s are odd, and they're actually odd, really. 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s, those are even numbers. A 1 is an odd bill, but it's very common because it's our smallest denomination. We don't get a lot of 5s. Now, if you work in a haircutting establishment where the haircut is $15, you got a lot of people dropping a 20 on you and walking away. You're getting a lot of $5 tips. Now, you may be giving people back change in the form of a 5 and they hand it to you, or you may be giving people back 5 singles and they hand you all of those. But the truth of the matter is, by and large, we don't come across or encounter a whole lot of 5s every day. So the idea here is hide your 5s. It's just that simple. I tell haircutters throughout the day, don't cash in your small money. And I do this in the shop and sometimes drives the owner a little bit crazy, but I don't turn in my small money. I just take all my tips as I receive them and I put them in a pile. At the end of the day, I count them because I report them. Yes, you heard that correctly. I count them because I report them, but more importantly, I pull out the 5s. I pull out all the 5s and I put them in an envelope. And there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can put them in an envelope and keep the cash on hand, although I don't think at some point having a whole lot of cash lying around is a great idea. You can set up a separate savings account that you dump the 5s in. And I'm suggesting possibly if you're working full-time, maybe you want to hold the 5s for 2 or 3 weeks before you dump them into a savings account, just because I want you to see and feel what happens. I want you to see and feel how quickly 5s accumulate. You can have a lot of 1s and not have very much money. A lot of 5s is 5 times as much money. I know that may be a very simple statement, but the truth of the matter is 5s add up fast. So the idea is anytime you cross paths with a $5 bill, segregate it, set it aside, and stash it. You will notice and this can be project specific. Maybe you're saving for a vacation. Maybe you're saving for, something else, whether it's a household expense that you know is coming up. Maybe it's a bigger project like a new car. But hiding the 5s really accumulates a lot of money very, very quickly. So I'm curious to know in the comments if you've heard of this or if you've done this. There are some other variations on it. I know a guy that teaches a lot of business skills in our business, and one of his deals is hiding your first haircut, meaning whatever is the dollar value of your haircut. Let's say you do $20 haircuts. At the beginning of the day, when you first, in tips or whatever, amass $20, pull that 20 off the top of your tip pile and hide it. Called hiding a haircut. Same idea. When I say hiding it, I'm not talking about hiding it from the IRS, and I'm not talking about hiding it from the tax man or the government or your reporting or your paperwork or your spouse or your family. I'm talking about after it's been accounted for, put it away. Just put it away. And the hide your 5 concept will help you accumulate an awful lot of money in a very, very rapid time frame. So I'm curious to hear in the comments if any of you do this. I'm curious to learn what your successes are with it if you try it. I'm curious to find out how fast you can accumulate money if you do this, because I think it's a great way to start a savings mentality. I think it's great if you've got kids and they come across money in the same way, not in the same way, they don't earn tips, but if they're coming across money to create that habit of hiding a portion of everything. But the tip for today, the idea for today is hide your 5s. I look forward to hearing what you think of all this. Comments in the video. I will, when I post this, include a link to my website where you can gather a whole lot more information about $100,000 Haircutter and all the other great things that we are doing. And hope you enjoy the video. Hope you enjoy the weekend. Have a successful weekend cutting hair. And remember, starting tomorrow, Lincoln, he's your man. Hide your 5s. Thank y'all. Talk to you soon. Have a great day. Subscribe to the channel. Don't forget. We'll see you again here. Bye-bye.